Good evening. Happy New Year's 2021. And I'm just here having a peaceful New Year's Day, sitting on my bedroom floor, watching the rain fall through the window. And I've just been very contemplative on this first day of 2021. And I'm not about to go on and on about how great 2020 was for me, despite everything else going on in the world with everyone else. And who am I kidding? That's what I'm here to do. Instead, I'd like to take a look back to 2019 because I truly believe that 2019 helped prepare me as a person and as a family man for 2020. And so many huge changes started arising in my life the prior year and manifested in 2019, and I really just met it head on because of these things. So I really want to focus in these bizarre times on the most incredible things that happened to me in 2019 that really braced me for what would come, and reflect on how that made me remain grateful, proud, and joyous even in adversity. College is one thing. I chose vertical depth in my life, and I didn't start college until I knew exactly what I wanted to do and what I wanted to major in. And while I spent the interim working on personal goals and stuff, I didn't start out for my bachelor's until August 2018. And now I just closed out my sixth or seventh semester, and I didn't know when I began that I could do it. And this is just one of many Dean's List certificates that I received. I think there wasn't a semester where I didn't make the Dean's List, which really surprises me because 17 years removed from high school, I was doing algebra and calculus and scripting and coding that I'd never done before. And now, not only do I continue 3/4 of the way through to my path, but I'm already working for my school. I am no longer at the job I was at for 15 years, and I'm working as a teacher's assistant for the IT department, which I never saw coming. I'm really grateful to my family for supporting me, for the mentors that I made in the form of professors and everything, and my hiring professor. I really am surprised at how much it changed my life, not just academically, but accomplishment wise and, career wise. And aside from that, that was a big accomplishment over the past several years, but what came after that was definitely something that changed me for the better, forever, for all time. The next most awesome thing that happened to me in 2019 was I married my best friend. And not just my best friend, my partner, my soulmate, my ally, my coworker, my former manager. You can no doubt deduce that when I proposed, that the answer was obviously yes. And as time went by and I didn't understand how the bar on how much that you truly love and bond with someone can raise, like just when you think that it's impossible to love someone anymore, that love just continues to grow each and every day. And at the risk of sounding corny, that's just what it is. And making that, official and making my best friend my wife was a gift I never thought I could receive in life, or was worthy to receive. And that being said, that was a true gift in autumn. It was a crisp morning in October, my favorite time of year. We never will forget, our wedding day. We did it on our own time and in our own way, and had a private photo session in the woods by the marsh across from where I was born, from which we now reside in. I know that this list has been increasing and fumbled rapidly into intensity and sentimentality, but brace yourselves for the pinnacle of every awesome thing I've seen in 2019. It was the first ultrasound of my daughter, Veda. And just seeing these ultrasounds, I scanned each one, carried them around in my phone pocket, shared them, showed them to strangers. Rounding out the most fulfilling and blessed year of my life was seeing my daughter's face from within the womb. And I couldn't believe the impact it had on me, mind, body, and soul. And nothing could have prepared me for the magnitude of seeing physical evidence of me and my wife's love congealed, a piece of me, a piece of her, and a piece of God in black and white on paper for us to cherish always. And I know that there is many things that can top the big lifetime accomplishments, these things that God helped me build towards, helped me continue to build, such as my future, my education, my future employment, my wedding, the birth of my daughter. And I'd be remiss that among these things that steeled me for 2020 and helped me to build a prosperous, not just future, but present. People always work towards the future, and it sounds hypocritical because that's exactly what I've been doing. But it's about the present too. It's about the journey. And I know everything I have said sounds so corny, but that's part of who I am, the corniness. That's probably why you're still watching this channel. I've built it around comedy and corniness. But there is one thing beyond this list that I just trampled through. The number one most awesome thing I experienced in 2019. Spider-Man: Far From Home. After the tumultuous events of the Infinity Saga, Peter Parker attempted to resume his normal life without the tutelage of Tony Stark, but when the obfuscating warrior from another world, Mysterio, arrives to battle otherworldly forces alongside him, Peter embarks on an unforgettable journey full of thrills, chills, twists, and turns that neither he nor the audience will ever forget. I had the time of my life kicking back in the theater seats, hot popcorn and cold Coke at hand, as I took in the youthful bravado and larger-than-life elemental attacks and all-around summer fun as Far From Home hit very close to home for me and audiences everywhere. I'll never forget how my life was touched that day, and I didn't even have to sneak my usual airplane bottles of rum into the theater to achieve the perfect buzz of this monumental moment and cinematic popcorn fun. I left the theater a changed man, and as you've noticed, I grew this beard, and originally the only reason for that was the eventuality of cosplaying Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, at cons and Halloween parties in the near future and forevermore. But this movie changed my life. And I thank God for the efforts of the producers, the cast, the crew. Thank God for this experience that I will never let fall by the wayside. And I'm so gracious to share with you, my viewers. I reiterate, if you do not own this picture, go ahead and buy it tonight. If you can stream it, do that. Here I have it on Bluetooth and DVD digital. And I had it since it came out. And as you can see, it's still in the plastic because I'm not sure if viewing it again could ever truly capture the life-changing effect that it had on me in 2019, and through coronavirus, through COVID, through, losing a job, wondering if we could ever see our friends and family again. If it wasn't for Spider-Man: Far From Home, I don't know if I'd be sitting here making this video right now. So please, I'd love to hear from you, my viewers, my friends, family, and a few, internet people. Let me know in the comments below, what got you through all of this, what got you through this year. And I look forward to hearing from you all. And thank you for tuning in and joining me on this very personal video. Have a good evening.